Hello, welcome back to the channel. So in today's episode we're going to talk about the 5 pros and the 5 cons of the Renault Zoe. This is the 40 kilowatt version. So if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button now and let's get going. So let's start off with the cons, the things that are a little bit disappointing. So one would be when you get your Renault Zoe, I've got the Bose version, and in the boot you've got your Bose speaker, and it sticks up, and you don't get like a false floor where it covers it. So there's no compartments to put your charging leads. They're just literally left in the boot with what they call like a rescue kit. Now, what I wasn't told by Renault when I bought it was for £169 I can buy like an apartment that goes in the boot. That means it will hide the Bose speaker and it lifts up and it gives you 2 different areas where you can put things like charging leads, your breakdown kit, what's really good. But the car doesn't come as standard with that, so that is going to be the first con. The second con on the unit has to be the cup holders. Now, where the cup holders are, when you use an average travel cup, it basically slightly touches against the handbrake when you're lifting and it gets in the way. It's not what I class in a really good reachable place. You've got a normal size cup holder for a travel cup in front. Behind that you have the size that will fit a Red Bull, a slim, modern slim can of Coca-Cola, sort of energy drink, anything like that will fit into there. And then right behind that, also reach back, is a second cup holder. Maybe that's meant for the people in the boot, but it's just an annoying place to be. They could have designed that better. So that definitely comes across as my second con. Now, my third con has to be to do with the charger. Now, the charger they give this car is obviously a Type 2 and it works really well. It's a smart charger, but what you find is at a rapid charge you can only draw 20 kilowatts of power if you're lucky to get 20 kilowatts out of the charger, and that obviously takes your rapid charging time to about 2 hours, but you only get 45 minutes of my experience at the services, so you get about 70 mile of range in a 45-minute charge. That's a little bit annoying. It could have been done with it being at least a 40 kilowatt charger, so you can get at least 80 to 90% in that 45 minutes. But so that's now coming as an extra con. So the next con, number 4 on the con list, has to be the media system. Now, the media system does work, but it's a little bit slow, and because it's a little bit slow, and modern day we're used to just pressing a button and bump, it's on the screen, that becomes a bit of a con. So that's number 4. The media system could do with being a little bit quicker. And now we're going to move to number 5. Now, number 5 is to do with the seat adjustment. Now, you can go forward and back, but you can't go up and down. So for some people that want to obviously go up a little bit and feel like they're above the steering wheel and have better sight, that can't happen. So that's also another con. It's a little bit of a pain to do with the legs. You could say only go backwards and forwards for comfort. So that's a con. So they're the 5 cons, and they're 5 cons I'd say that aren't really that bad, not enough to put you off the car. Now, I'm talking about 5 pros. Now, there's loads of pros to have in this car, and these are the nice, quick and easy 5 pros I can think of. So I want to start with the number 1 and the most important pro, the way the car drives. This car is just fantastic to drive. Obviously being it's electric, it's got that instant torque, that instant power. You can pull off, it's nippy. I'd say it's faster than, my personal opinion is it's faster than your sort of smaller engine diesels when it comes down to it. I have no struggle with keeping up with cars. When going around bends, it feels like it's firmly stuck to the road. It's just lovely to drive. I don't get the fatigue that I used to get driving a manual diesel car. It's just a lovely, comfortable, quiet, beautiful place to be. That's pro 1, great drive. So let's move on to number 2. So number 2 is the keyless entry, and this is a really handy feature because you basically get given like a card, and that little card just fits in your pocket. It's not annoying, it's not like a lumpy key, and when you obviously walk away from the vehicle, it senses that that's gone and the car will automatically lock. When you walk up, you've got a little bit of a little black button that you press and unlocks the car. So there's no fiddling around in your pocket, and for the ladies, no fiddling around in your handbag or in your jackets trying to find to get your key to unlock the car. Really handy, especially when you've got a bag of shopping and you want to get into the boot, it's brilliant. And literally you walk away a couple of feet and you hear a bong bong and the car's locked itself. What a brilliant feature that is. So that's definitely a pro. Number 3. Now number 3 is definitely got to be the sound. So what I mean by sound is your indicators, for example. If you don't like the sound, you've got different options. By pressing a button, you can change the options of the sound of the indicators. Well, I think it's a nice feature, because some people go, oh, it's too tinny, it's too this. You can change it. And the same with the sound that the car makes. So pedestrians know the car's coming, and 18 miles an hour, it puts out a tone. Now you can change that as well. What again is a lovely feature, because if you don't like the sound of it, if it annoys you, pick one of the others. What's a great pro? It gives you some options. Let's talk about option 4. Now option 4 has to be what they call the guessometer, the GOM that tells you your range. Now in this car, it's brilliant. The accuracy of it is fantastic. So if you do drive sensibly, yes, you can hit ranges of 200 miles in a full charge. And obviously if you drive through the country and you're a little bit quicker, it also will, on a full charge, give you an accurate range of when it charges. It will say 155, 160. What I really, really like, you're not sitting there watching the last 20 miles just disappear really, really quickly, because you do change your driving style and it's accurate. So what's quite nice to see from an electric car, you're not giving you that false reading. So that's definitely a plus. Renault have got that, guessometer, the range, spot on. Well done. Number 5. Now number 5 has to be the app. The app is absolutely brilliant. An example of it would be, if the car is plugged in at charge, say at Birmingham train station, and I was somewhere at a meeting in London, then I can literally pull up my app, check how many miles is left in my car, if it's charging or not charging, and I can also do things like going, oh, I'm going to be back at my car at 5 o'clock this evening. I'll turn up at my car. Because I've set the preconditioned timer, my car will be nice and ready for me to go. And by that, if it's a hot day, my car will have cooled down, the air conditioning will be running, and I'll get into a nicely cool car. And obviously if it's a cold day, my cab will be nice and warm, and I'll be getting at the right temperature. It warms up the battery, so you get the best range. That's a lovely feature on those really hot days and really cold days. And the app itself, I've never had any issues logging into the app and getting the app to actually work. So cracking app, well done. That's definitely a plus from me. Now like I said, there is lots of pluses to do with this car, and this is just a handful of the few. And the cons that I've said, to be honest, is something that's not the end of the world. So they're the 5 pros and the 5 cons. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. If you give me a thumbs up, that would be fantastic. If there's some pros you want to put in the comments below, put them down, let other people see them. But as always, thank you for watching. I look forward to speaking to you on the next episode. Goodbye and have a lovely day.